My name is Adam Decker, and today I will be presenting the final project for the construction safety course. I will go ahead and start out by discussing the case study that I found through NIOSH's FACE program. The case study takes place on December 16th of 2012 on a gas pipeline construction site. Two excavator operators were attempting to perform a tandem lift of a 16-inch in diameter pipe from the top of a hill to the bottom of the hill where the trench was dug and the pipe was to be laid in place. One of the excavator operators detached from the lift and moved around to the opposite side and reattached. The other attempted to move around to the opposite side of the pipe while remaining attached to it. When the operator was on the end of the pipe, something caused the pipe to be thrusted forward, and the pipe went through and into the cab of the excavator, striking the operator in the chest, and emergency services declared him dead on the scene. NIOSH did provide some recommendations that could have helped this situation be avoided. They first recommended to implement a comprehensive tandem lift safety plan as well as a site-specific safety plan. They also recommended to provide training for hazard recognitions to all operators as well as general employees. They recommended implementing an effective communication system between the operators, because it is possible that while the operator that became the victim of the scenario was moving around, the other operator could have moved in a way to cause that pipe to go through. They also recommended to ensure the use of adequate lighting during operations. This did take place in evening hours, so lighting may have been an issue. I believe it took place around 6:44 in the evening in December, so likely the sun had already set, if not, it was setting. Next, we will move on to the tour of the project and the explanation of all of the safety violations as well as one compliance. So, here we have the job site, and it is a pipeline construction job site. We have 6 workers total that can be seen. We also assume there are workers in both of the heavy equipment vehicles. We have this man over here by the quarter. We have 2 down at the end of the pipe that are clearing debris. We have these 2 gentlemen who are working to break up a large rock. And we have this gentleman under here who is on his lunch break but supervising the job site. Our first violation is entitled excavations, and it comes from 29 CFR 1926.652 B1I. Excavations must be sloped no steeper than 34 degrees or 1.5 horizontals to 1 vertical. So through the entire trench, we can see that the sides are covered in debris and in most places are not sloped properly. This presents a high potential for cave-ins and is, just generally speaking, not safe. So that is our violation 1. Violation 2 is entitled means of egress from excavations. It comes from 29 CFR 1926.651 C2. It states a stairway, ladder, ramp, or other means of egress shall be located in trench excavations that are 4 feet or greater in depth, so no employee is greater than 25 feet of lateral travel to an exit. Along this entire excavation where there are employees, we see no clear means of egress. Essentially, they don't have one. They just look for lower sloped spots to climb out of the trench, which creates a large threat for deaths in the event of a cave-in because there's no way out. Violation number 3 is titled exposure to falling loads. This is where this gentleman comes into play in his sandwich. It comes from 29 CFR 1926.651A. No employee shall be permitted under loads handled by lifting or digging equipment. Employees are required to stand away from vehicles being loaded or unloaded. So we see this man eating the sandwich, and he is standing under a full load of dirt. Now, yes, this load of dirt would be in motion on a job site, but the fact that he is in the operating area or the radius of this crane puts him in immediate danger, especially while standing under that load. Violation 4 is titled Specific Excavation Requirements. It comes from 29 CFR 1926.651J2. It states employees shall be protected from excavation or other materials or equipment that could roll or fall into excavations. Material shall be kept at least 2 feet from the edge of the excavations or by using retaining devices. So we already saw that there are no retaining devices through this entire trench to avoid things falling in. But our main problem is here, where this excavator, in an attempt to reach the other side or just get as much reach as he can, has essentially put his tracks over the side of the trench. This is troublesome for 2 reasons. It adds unnecessary stress to the side of an already improperly shored trench, and because of his proximity to workers inside the trench, if that side were to collapse, it is likely that the excavator could fall into the trench, crushing those workers who are already likely caught under dirt. Finally, we do have one compliance on this job site, and that is where our front end loader comes into place. It is titled Fenders, and it comes from 29 CFR 1926.602A5. It states, earth moving equipment capable of speeds greater than 15 miles per hour shall be equipped with fenders on all wheels. Fenders allow for compliance with the Society of Automotive Engineers, SAE, J321A-1970. As we can see, our front end loader with tires that is likely capable of speeds greater than 15 miles an hour has fenders on all 4 of its wheels. This is mainly to allow it to move around the work site at the necessary speeds without presenting the hazard of tires picking up large chunks of dirt or even rocks and throwing them across the job site, which is a hazard for all people who are not in a vehicle. Even with a hard hat, which all these gentlemen do have, thankfully, that presents a large hazard of injury. Thank you for watching my presentation. Have a good day.